is an absolutely glorious morning on the canal again. While Mum and Dad are getting breakfast, I am just enjoying the freezing weather outside. So, I don't know whether you can see down there, but that's the lock we came from. And right down far that end, there is another lock we are going to. I've got 29 of these to do. So we've got a long way to go. Hobbit hole! There's a hobbit hole! Somebody got an underground den. Ooh, lucky swine. Okay, that's got to be someone's idea of a joke. That's got to be the weirdest thing I've seen on this trip so far. So here is the long lost aqueduct that we were looking for. I think that one up there's for roads and this one's for the water. And then dead ahead of it is the mile-long tunnel. It's quite a sight actually, just think. These were made centuries ago when we were still building steam engines and such. Just think how long that must have taken for the Victorians and the Edwardians to build aqueducts like this. Because back then canal travel was one of the only means to get across country. Unless you use something like a car, and even then you could only go 4 miles an hour. Whoever designed this wouldn't have seen this finished. This would have taken decades. So you've got to admit, that's quite impressive. Pop off there, get a look down. That is a very long drop. Thankfully I've never been particularly afraid of heights, but my mother is.
Your mother is, so's your dad.
I think I'm going to rather enjoy this.
Your dad's not even fond of going up ladders.
I think I'm definitely going to enjoy this. You'd have thought they'd put a rail on this side as well. But no, they only put it on that side. Oh, and I've just seen why.
You see the sign?
Oops, indeed. No walking. That's not stopping anyone. If they think that tiny little sign can be noticed all the way back there, like hell it can.
Yeah, well, perhaps if we'd have noticed it when we actually climbed onto this. Move faster. To the centre. All in the water rather than the bloody aqueduct.
That is the aqueduct. You mean over that side?
Whatever, move.
Why don't you walk ahead of me then?
Just because I don't.
I think I'm going to head back to the boat and away from that rather irritable man that is unfortunately my father. It feels a bit odd calling him my father. I feel a bit like Draco Malfoy. If my father hears about this, you can just imagine. Permission to come aboard, Captain!
Permission denied! Horrible place!
Tough! Ooh. Nervous moment there. You gotta admit though, that is pretty impressive view there. Land looks all wonky. Oh, and there he is, poised perfectly to take a picture. Then again, who am I to talk? I take thousands of pictures. And I vlog him all the time as well. Oh, I wish this wind would make its mind up. And here we are, approaching the rather dark and formidable looking tunnel. I don't think I can see the ending of it, but I can definitely hear an engine of another boat. And my dad is currently being swallowed into the darkness. Well, there's a lovely thought. Oh, this place is really creepy. It feels like when you enter like those military bunkers, it feels like you're deep and it feels like you're so deep underground, and the dark's just feels like it swallows you. And I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Hello! Is there anybody out there? I'll tell you what, if somebody actually answered that, I'd be fucking freaked don't know how much you can necessarily see through this camera, but we do have a light on the boat, and that's its ceiling, covered in lichen and all sorts. I can see the roof and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that's about it. I can only see as much as you can probably see on the camera right now. Nearly there. Slow and steady wins the race, as the message goes. Or is it the metaphor? Ah, who cares? I'm quoting the hare and the tortoise. Oh look! We've got little stalactites on the ceiling. Or is it stalagmites? One goes up, one goes down. Not sure which way. Yay! The end of the tunnel! How long did that take, Dad? 10 minutes. Well, I can honestly say that felt like a lot longer. If we look back, we can just see the end of the other end of it again. Ah, and I can see Mum again. Hello! Yay! Well, I wouldn't quite say ta-ta. We went through a tunnel that went underground. Not quite amazing, but definitely enjoyable. Not quite amazing, but there we are. Go through a very dark and unpleasant tunnel with a canal. I'm really tongue-tied today, you know. Go through an underground tunnel on a canal boat. That's another tick off the bucket list. And this is an example of a horse-drawn narrowboat. Gorgeous creature. It's just a line of rope that tugs it along. And all things considered, she's going just as fast as we normally are when we're using a diesel engine. If I was given the choice, I think I'd have to choose a horse-drawn one. Because it'd be a lot less noisy. What we're walking towards is the origin of this river here, which feeds into this, which is the canal we have been travelling along all this time. This part of the Llangollen isn't used anymore because it's just basically sorry about that. Basically silt has just built up in the bottom of it, and it's not deep enough for riverboats or narrowboats to go through the canal anymore, but people still walk alongside it, and it's quite a beautiful place, to be honest. And the eventual place we will reside is the origin of the canal called the Horseshoe Falls, which I'm rather looking forward to. I'm not sure how far we have yet to go, but I just wanted to show you that tree is going right up above my head, and it's practically hanging off the cliff face. It looks like it's going to fall off any minute. Tell you what, I'm rather glad it's good weather, because I would not want to be standing underneath that in a storm. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the origin of the canal. Over there is the Horseshoe Falls, where the canal originated from. It naturally flows down that path down there. And Telford, the man who designed and got the canal built, sectioned this area off here, making the river from the two Horseshoes canal making the water from the two Horseshoes River flow down into this man-made channel, which started the whole canal and gave my parents an excuse to go on holiday. Just look at that view. It's called the Horseshoe River because of its iconic curve. It looks just like a horseshoe. Well, this is what I think some would call the summit of the journey. I
Yeah.
hope you've enjoyed taking it with me as much as I have enjoyed doing it. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and peace out.